Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to show you guys all my favorite Morphe brushes. Brushes are so important when it comes to doing and applying your makeup. They make the world of a difference if you have good high quality brushes. And what I love about Morphe is their brushes are so high quality and they're also so affordable. So I'm just going to be going over some of my favorites today that I think will really help some of you guys out, and I hope you guys will enjoy this video. And if you would give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, it would mean the world to me. And let's get into the video. Alright, first is my favorite foundation brush, and it is the Morphe M439. This is such an amazing foundation brush. It's one of my favorite foundation brushes of all time, and I've tried quite a few, and I just absolutely love this one because the bristles on it are so soft and so just dense and compacted that when you're applying your foundation, it leaves a streak free it leaves a streak free. Try to say that really fast because it is impossible. It leaves a streak free finish. Okay, let's try that again. It leaves a streak-free finish, and it's just such a great high-quality foundation brush. Alright, now on to my favorite powder brush, and this is the Morphe E41. It's a really big brush. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's super big, and that's what I love about it, because after I'm finished baking my face, what I do is I just pick up some powder and I just gently dab this all over my face, because I don't like to load my face too much with powder because I feel like it makes me look wrinkly and dry because I already have dry skin. So that's why I love this brush, and the bristles are super soft, so it doesn't really mess with the application of your foundation. It's just really good at helping to set your foundation, and I just absolutely love it. Alright, so next on to my favorite bronzing brush. And bronzing brushes are so important. I use it to contour / bronze my face, but it's just such a great high quality brush, and it's the Morphe R2. Oh, I absolutely love this one. I have used quite a few bronzing brushes, and I will say this is my favorite I've ever tried, because sometimes when you're using the wrong brush for bronzing, it will make your bronzer look muddy and just patchy, and it absolutely gets on my nerves because it just like ruins your whole rest of your makeup. It makes your skin look uneven. So I love this one. It applies such a great even application of bronzer on your face, and it's just amazing. And I also use this one to bronze my neck sometimes, because it's really good to, if you just want to bronze your neck really quick, just to make your neck blend in with your face. So I highly recommend this brush. Alright, on to my favorite contouring brush, and this is the Morphe R10. It's just the perfect cheek contour brush. This is just about everything I use this for. I love it to use it for my cheek contour and also to bronze my forehead a little bit. It's just really great at getting in those tight places without applying too much product, and it's not that big of a brush, so it's just really amazing for contouring, and I highly recommend this brush as well. And yep, that's what I do. Alright, next to my favorite nose contouring brush. Nose contouring has changed my life. I've had several people ask me if I've had a nose job, and I have not had a nose job, sadly, because that would probably make my life a little bit easier, but way too expensive and way out of my budget. But anyways, this is the Morphe E47, and as you guys can see, it's just a very thin brush, and I love the way it's shaped. It just helps and speeds up the process of nose contouring, just because it's really good at getting the lines super close together and just making a super thin line on your nose to contour with. And it's just super amazing. What I will say about this brush is when you're contouring your nose, you have to be careful to not pick up too much product, because just think about it, if you're picking up a lot of product with this brush and then going straight down your nose, it's impossible to blend. But I will say, if you learn how to use this brush, it's super great at nose contouring. Nose contouring is super tricky. I mean, my nose sometimes looks crooked because I just don't know how to contour my nose sometimes, but this brush helps me out a lot, and I would suggest this for anyone starting to nose contour, or if you need a new nose contouring brush. This is really great and amazing. My favorite blush brush is the Morphe E4, and it is the perfect shape for a blush brush, just because it's angled and the bristles are super soft. And what I will say about this brush is it is super light, so you can grab a bunch of product and just put it on your face, because I don't like to wear too much blush, but I do like it to be pronounced in there so you can see it, but I don't like it to be too dark. So this is the perfect blush brush for that because Alright, next, my favorite brush in the world is my highlighter brush. And once I discovered this highlighting brush, I was just like, what have I been doing this whole time? This is the Morphe M510, and it is just a great brush for highlighting, and that's just all there is to it. The shape of it is amazing. Before I was using a bigger brush to highlight with, and it just put way too much highlighter on my face, and it just made my face just look way too highlighted, which is, I didn't think that was possible. But this is just the perfect size because you don't want to have like a big fat streak of highlight, and you don't want to have like a super thin one. So this one just covers the right amount of area, and it picks up the product amazingly. And this is the best highlighting brush in the world, and that's just all there is to it. Alright, so for my eye brushes, I do use them for different things. So I'm going to go through like everything that I use them for. And my first brush is the best blending brush. It almost kind of erases the product, but not completely. But if you have like a harsh line that you're trying to get rid of, it just literally smooths it out and wipes it away, and it's just great. And that is the Morphe E22. It is the best brush for blending everything. You can just blend your life away if you want to with this brush. I love to use this for blending up here, like if I have like a harsh line I'm trying to get rid of, or I just want my eyeshadow to look a little bit more blended, I will blend to death with this brush. If you let me, I will blend for an hour straight. I've noticed, even in my pictures, I blend way too much. And at first I didn't think it was a problem, but when it almost looks like you don't have no eyeshadow on because you blended so much. But I have recently discovered that this brush is amazing at blending your nose contour. So after I use my E47 and I go on my nose, I always like to blend it, but usually I would just like use my fingers or something. But this is so perfect for just blending the contour on your nose and just making it look super natural, and it just makes your nose contour look like you got a nose job. That's just how it is. That's why I get so many questions if I have a nose job. I didn't get a nose job. It's just my Morphe E22. Alright, so for my favorite transition brush, it is the Morphe M433, and it's amazing. It's just great. I have tried, Morphe has so many like transition brushes, and this one I have found that it's just my favorite. Nothing can top it. I love the shape of it, and it just applies the right amount of product when you're starting off that first color, that nice beautiful transition color, and you're trying to build it up. It's just the perfect size and everything to just build that color up, and it picks up the product really, really great, and I just absolutely love this brush. Alright, so this brush is like the M433, but it's just a little bit bigger, and this is the M441, and it is just so great for blending. It's almost like the first blending brush that I showed you guys, but it doesn't blend, it doesn't wipe away the product, it just kind of blends it out really, really nice and smoothly. So after I use my transition color, the first transition color, I always pick up this brush and lightly blend at the very top just to give me that nice gradient. And the brushes that I'm showing you guys today, I have narrowed them down to my all-time favorites, the one that I think you need for any eyeshadow look. So on to the next brush. Alright, this brush is my favorite crease brush, and it is the M506, and it is so great. The shape of it is just amazing because it fits in your crease so good when you're trying to start that color and just get it as dark as you can and just blend it as much as possible. It's really good with blending and building up color, but it's not gonna pack color on. So I wouldn't use this on my eyelid. This is just mostly for a crease brush and also for an outer V brush. Alright, so this next brush is just absolutely great with building up color. It just helps you pack on that color on your eyelid, and it's really good with glitters and just any color that you want to use basically. And it is the Morphe E36, and this one, mine actually fell apart, and I think maybe, I don't know if I was too rough with it or what, but literally super glue would fix it. This is the only brush I've ever bought from Morphe that fell apart, so nothing on them. I'm sure it was just like a dud or something. But as you guys can see, it's just very nice, and the bristles are so dense and flat, and it's just really, really great at packing colors on. And I will also like to use this in my inner corner as well because it's really good at putting that inner corner highlight right there. Alright, and the next brush is my favorite eyebrow bone highlight brush, and it is the Morphe M213. As you guys can see, it's just a very, very thin brush, and it's just the perfect brush for applying that highlight right there below your brow bone, just because it doesn't put a super thick line on your eyeshadow. It doesn't mess with your eyeshadow because it is so thin. And I also love to use this for my nose highlight just because of the thinness of it, and it just helps you go straight down your nose to apply that highlight. And sometimes I will also highlight, what is this called? Is it Cupid's bow? Yeah, I will highlight my Cupid's bow with this as well. I have also used this brush to apply eyeshadow down here with as well, just because of the thinness of it, and it's really good at blending and just applying that color right there very thinly so it doesn't look too messy. Alright, and this next brush is the Morphe M432, and as you guys can see, it is super thin. I absolutely love this brush. What I originally like to use this brush for was to apply eyeshadow up under my eyeshadow line right there, and I would just blend it out with the E36. And I do that a lot too, but sometimes I'll just use the E36. It just depends on what kind of eyeshadow look I'm going for. But this could also be used for cleaning up your eyebrows right there as well. And if you wanted to, you could also use this to highlight your nose as well. Alright, so those are all my favorite Morphe brushes. I do have a lot more Morphe brushes, but those are just my absolute fave. I think that you can go far with all those brushes in your life. They're just absolutely great. I think the only one that was kind of expensive was this big old powder brush, and I think it was just because of it's huge, like it's humongous, and I'm guessing that's why it was so expensive. And I think it wasn't expensive, it was only like $20, I believe. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video of all my favorite Morphe brushes. High quality brushes are just so important when you're doing your makeup, and it'll just change your makeup. All these brushes were worth my money. But anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you would, give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!